हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। I am JVN Dr. Anamika Aherwal, Associate Professor in the Department of Science and Technology at Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to take the lecture on the topic Software Development Life Cycle. This software development life cycle is a cycle in which there are different phases, and these phases are used for the developing purpose, developing your software, or you can say package, right? So there are different phases. We will discuss those phases here. So this SDLC, that is software development life cycle, is a process used by the software industry to design, develop and test high quality softwares. The SDLC aims to produce a high quality software that meets or exceeds customer expectations, reaches completion within time and cost estimates. Uh, in this, you will see that SDLC is just an acronym of the software development life cycle. Okay, and it is also called as the software development process. This SDLC is a framework defining tasks performed at each step in the software development process. So, as ISO or IES in 12207 is an incremental standard, okay, for the software lifecycle processes, and it aims to the standard that defines all the tasks required for developing and maintaining software. Now come to that what is SDLC. It is a process followed by a software project, okay, within a software organization. Okay, so in this there are various phases like develop, maintain, replace, alter or enhance specific softwares. These we can do in a detailed manner. So here we will discuss about these phases, and this life cycle defines basically a methodology for improving the quality of the software and the overall development process. So you can see there is a figure which is the graphical representation of various stages in of a typical SDLC, software development life cycle. You see here there is a as I told you that for this development process there are a number of phases, and the first phase is the planning phase. Okay, so first of all you have to plan what the user or customer requirement is as per the requirement, or after that you analyze it and okay fine, this is your requirement for this purpose, and you will decide, or you can decide how much money you take to build that software. So planning is important. And the next is the defining. After planning you need to define the things that how to proceed further. Okay, so you need to, like in the, and I'm giving an example that if you are writing a program code of the addition of two numbers, then first of all you plan that okay, two numbers you have to you have to define for the addition purpose, or if any number you can add up, so you have to make that program. So what you will do is, first of all you have to plan, and then you have to initialize the variables. What are the variables used in the programs? So for the input variable and for the output variable. In the input you store the values, and the output store the answers. So it is all depends on the defining phase. Okay, then come to the designing phase. After defining all these things, okay fine, you have to do this or you have to do that. Okay, then after the designing phase comes with, on the basis of what you defined, you need to design it. Okay, now the next designing is what? Designing is just like it should be easy to use, it should be proper, proper getting the information, so that what are the information which are required, so that the user or the programmer can retrieve easily. Okay, so easy to handle, easy to understand, also or of course attractive also. So all these things keeps in your mind for for preparing or go through these phases. And next phase is the building. Building means what? To create. Okay, so on the basis of designing, you need to build this software project scenario. Okay, then after building, testing should be done, because everything is completed, and now your testing should be done, so that you can easily understand that whether your software which you have developed is proper functioning or not, proper running or not. So then after you can handle it to the customer, right? Then the deployment. Deployment means you have to give that thing to the customer, and for this you need to give the passwords also, and the entries also, because this is somehow confidential, and we should not go to publicly. Okay, so these all are the phases which are used in the software development life cycle. Now in the first plan, that our typical software development life cycle consists of following stages. As I told you, in the first stage, planning and requirement analysis should be done. I have already discussed about these stages. So first of all, requirement, you should know the requirement. On the basis of requirement, you gather that information. On the basis of analysis from the customer or client. So it is important one, or you can say fundamental stage in the SDLC. Then on the basis of the requirement, you can be able to plan out those things. The second is the defining requirements. After plan out all the things, then you will come in that situation that you have to define the requirements, because these things which we can use from the given resources, or these things which we require for those resources to complete the task. Okay, the next is the designing and product architecture. After planning and requirement analysis, you need to design that the architecture of the product which you will develop. Okay, so this SRS, that is software requirement specification, it is the reference for product architects to come out with the best architecture for the product to be developed, and this is based on the requirements specified in the SRS, that is software requirement specification, and it usually more than one design approach for the product architecture is proposed and documented in a DOS design document specification. So this the design approach clearly defines all the architectural stakeholders and and this is somehow communication is very much important, because without communication you cannot gather that information which is required for the task. So the product, along with its communication and data flow representation with the external and third party module. Okay, so the internal design of all the modules of the personal architecture should be clearly defined within the minutes of the detail in DOS. Okay, sorry, DDS. Then come to the fourth stage, that is the building, or you can say develop the product. In this stage of the SDLC, the actual development starts for the development starts and the product is built. The programming code is generated as per DDS during this stage, and if the design is performed in a detailed and organized manner, code generation can be accomplished without much hassle. So developers must follow the coding guidelines which is defined by the organization, and programming tools like compilers, interpreting debuggers, etc. are used to generate the code. So there are different different high-level programming language like C, C++, Pascal, Java, and PHP are used for this coding purpose. Okay, so the programming language is chosen with respect to the type of software being developed. Now, in the fifth stage, uh, uh, this stage is basically a subset of all the stages in the modern SDLC models. The testing activities are mostly involved on the stage. So after this you can be able to get that whether your software is fully error proof or not, whether how many times you are running these softwares. After hitting so much times, then it will never be updated like uh, this if there's some type of bug which is which you the developer that found, that means you should remove that. So that comes in the maintenance phase. Okay, so the testing is required because sometimes if you develop a software or application, then okay, one time you are running, it's okay, fine, it's working properly, but if number of times you are running, then it will create or shows the error, or you can say that timings are, it consumes so much time, rather you first run that application. So the next is the deployment in marketing in the maintenance. Once the product is tested and ready to be deployed, it is released formally in the appropriate market. That means sometimes product development happens in stages as per the business strategies of that organization. The product may first be released in a limited segments and tested in the real business environment. Then, based on the feedback, the product may be released as it is of which suggested enhancement in the enhancement in the targeting market supervisor. After the product is released in the market, its maintenance is done for the existing customer base. Okay, so finally your software would be in the market for, and of course maintenance is also required, because if the customer uses, then it might be give some feedback to you, so that you can be updated as per the feedback also. There are some software development models which we will discuss in the later sessions, and these models are the waterfall model, iterative model, spiral model, V model, Big Bang model. So next sessions we will discuss all these models. Okay, so this is all about today's session. This session powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.